Well, there are growing concerns about the impact of the pandemic and physical distancing measures on young people and their mental health. Kids Help Phone has reported a 112% increase in demand for services. That's compared to this time last year. Gia Chaudhry is a mentor with St. Joseph's Youth Wellness Center in Hamilton. She's been speaking with a number of struggling young people, and she's joining us this morning. Good to have you with us, Gia.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I love this outreach that you're doing, which is holding virtual consultations with young people. What are they sharing with you about their concerns?
I think what we're seeing a lot in young people during this COVID pandemic is a lot of young people are struggling with this sense of loss, this loss of not being able to go back to school, not being able to see their friends, not being certain when things will go back to normal. And I think there's some fear around that as well. We're also noticing that a lot of young people are actually really resilient during this time as well, right? We're noticing a lot of young people are using very technologically adapted, right? They're able to get onto virtual visits. They're able to use their iPhones and connect with their friends. This is not new to young people. So we're seeing a lot of resilience in the face of this pandemic while they're isolated.
So many ways digitally to outreach. What kind of impact is social media having on young people during this time?
Yeah, social media, I think, definitely has a huge impact on young people in good ways and in bad. I think one of the biggest things that I see with the young people that I'm talking to is this pressure to be productive all the time. We have this narrative as a society that you should be productive, right? You have this endless amount of time. You should be, creating YouTube videos, start that podcast you wanted to work on a long time ago. And I think that has a huge impact on young people who have that inner self-critic, and are judging themselves for maybe not being able to do that because this is a really difficult time for young people. So we're seeing that as one of the bigger impacts for young people as well.
What kind of advice do you have or are you giving for anybody who is struggling at the moment? Because although there are people who whose anxiety is brought down by being home and being away from school, there is another group of kids who are really having a hard time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for the young people who are staying at home and having a hard time, through the main things that I usually talk to young people about are maintaining a routine, right? There's a huge loss right now. You're not seeing your friends, you're not going to school, you're not maybe going into work like you're used to. So if you can maintain a routine and not just the regular brush your teeth, get out of bed, that's very important, but also doing things like mimicking the school environment, right? So video chatting with your friends while you do a homework assignment, things like that are really important, as well as limiting their media consumption as well. I think a lot of young people are watching a lot of news channels that are freaking them out about COVID. And if you can limit your news consumption to 30 minutes a day, anything like that, I think is really impactful as well.
Gia Chaudhry, such an important conversation to have right now as we're heading into even more weeks of isolation. Thanks for all the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.